Welcome to Sports News. Well, it does appear Super Eagles players are still in the dark as to who will make the final 23-man list ahead of the World Cup in Brazil. The much-anticipated list was expected to be released this evening ahead of the international friendly against Greece tomorrow evening in Pennsylvania, the United States. But the final squad is yet to be released. There are indications that the list has been sent to the World Football Governing Body FIFA and the Nigeria Football Federation. However, by the time the match kicks off, Coach Stephen Keshi would have pruned down his 30-man squad to the final 23. It's expected that Keshi will use the Greece game to test the core of his squad after reliables like Mikel Obi, Vincent Inyama and Kenneth Omeru were left out of the 2-2 draw with Scotland at Craven Cottage last week. In the age grades, Nigeria has won the third edition of the Milo African Football Championship. In a keenly contested final game played at the Campus Square Mini Stadium in Lagos, the boys from St. Barnabas School, Ilorin, defeated Ghana to lift the trophy. Sports correspondent Austin Okonakpan has the report.
Before the final game, the third-place match was played as South Africa had an easy 4-1 victory over Kenya. Officials of Nestle, Milo and Kwara State government, as well as ex-internationals Kanu Nwankwo and Peter Rufai make up part of the spectators here. Time for the real deal. It's Nigeria taking on Ghana, and looking at the faces of these boys, it is clear they fully understand the football rivalry that exists between both countries. Barely a minute after kickoff, Nigeria's Olusegun Olakunle stunned the crowd with this masterpiece. Olakunle again with a visionary pass located winger Mustafa Agba, who produced a fine finish. At halftime, Nestle's Doja Ikeruchi explains the objective of this championship.
The sheer consistency of Milo, year after year, we are building champions, building football champions.
The second half was fierce, Nigeria with a 3-1 lead. But when the boys from St. Barnabas School A Ilorin showed complacency, Ghana equalized. Score stayed at 3-3 at the end of regulation time. Penalties would produce the winner. In the shootout, both sides refused to miss until Ahmed Ishmael stepped up for the fourth kick. Advantage Nigeria now. Raheem Sherif scored the final kick to give the country a 5-4 victory over Ghana. Complete joy for Nigeria, desolation for Ghana. It's indeed a day to remember for the Nigerians as Mustafa Agba receives the Golden Boot while Captain Olusegun Olakunle wins the Most Valuable Player award. Nigeria are the champions of the 2014 Milo Under-13 African Championship. Austin Okonakpan, Channels Television News.
That's it on Sports News. Bimbo will be back with the rest of the news at 10 in a moment.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
To the foreign scene now, and intense fighting in the Libyan city of Benghazi has left 18 people dead and many more injured. The fighting is said to have begun when two rival militant groups clashed. Amarachi Ubani has more details.
Two groups were the Ansar al-Sharia and forces loyal to the renegade General Khalifa Haftar. Ansar al-Sharia had attacked the latter, who hit back with airstrikes. There are no clear figures on casualties, but Benghazi has been at the center of a 2-week-long campaign by General Haftar's forces against Islamist armed groups. Though Libya, and especially Benghazi, has been the center of violence since the uprising against Muammar Gaddafi, the latest is believed to be the most serious. Now, in Central Africa, UK charity organisation Freedom from Torture has released a report about security officials raping women in prisons across the DR Congo. They said the rape was to prevent the women from speaking out about politics, human rights, and in some cases, rape itself. The DR Congo is often referred to as the rape capital of the world, with rights groups saying rape and sexual violence has often been used as a weapon since violence broke out in the 1990s. France has arrested 4 people it suspects have been recruiting militants to fight in Syria. The men were rounded up in a raid earlier today. This comes after 29-year-old Mehdi Nemouche was arrested at a station in Marseille on Friday. He confessed to carrying out an attack on a Jewish museum in Belgium a couple of weeks ago. And finally, Spain's King Juan Carlos has abdicated the throne, paving the way for Crown Prince Felipe to take over. The king's popularity has been dwindling for some time now, made even worse with a lavish elephant hunting trip he made to Botswana in April 2012, right in the middle of the financial crisis in Spain. The king says his son, Prince Felipe, has the maturity and preparation to be king. Those were the day's major headlines. It's back to you.
Thank you. Well, it was a weekend of music as some Nigerian artists launched new albums. Here's Mayowa Ogundele with the details.
Here are the entertainment stories making headlines today. Hip-hop singer Larry Falana, popularly known as Falz, has followed his well-received high-class single with a full album titled What's Up Guy. The singer, who is a qualified barrister, performed tracks off his 18-tracker album at a mini party held in Lagos, southwest Nigeria.
Why they no people feel their dreams as they for like to? And this rate of poverty, she hide you.
In the same vein, Russian-Nigerian singer Diana Bada has released a sophomore album titled B. The reggae-influenced hip-hop singer, who is a young prodigy of high-life music maestro Orlando Julius, performed tracks of her album at a listening party in Lagos as well. So I gotta move on before the lights turn on. So I gotta get the rhythm supply and gotta get the full flight. The movie studios behind the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Award-winning short film titled Deadwoods convened a short film party over the weekend. The Stanley Oyekware-led team screened many short films to the delight of all in attendance. Nkiru Sylvanus has released the official trailer for a yet-to-be-premiered flick, The Voice, which stars Kenneth Okolie. The flick is written and directed by Afe Olumowe and revolves around a lady, Sandra, played by Nkiru, who has been told by a stranger that she has just 90 days left to live on Earth.
He told me that all days are signs that I'm going to die.
We should be popping champagne.
Away from Nigeria, Grammy-winning R&B singer Chris Brown has been released from a Los Angeles jail where he was serving a 1-year sentence for violating probation from his 2009 assault of pop singer Rihanna. The 25-year-old singer had been locked up since March 14. In a separate case, Brown also admitted to wrongdoing in a Washington, D.C. misdemeanor assault case in which he was accused of punching a man who jumped into a photo being taken of the singer and 2 fans. Well, that's all, folks. Stick around because the news at 10 continues.
And the main news again. Parents of the Chibok girls in Boko Haram captivity have narrated their ordeal in Lagos while pleading for the release of their children. And with that, we come to the end of the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Do join us again tomorrow. I'm Bimbo Loyede. Bye for now.